So, my name is Shantel. I'm 20, turning 21 soon. I moved to Melbourne a couple of years ago for university.
Okay.
I work, I study. That's about it.
Whereabouts?
Bendigo.
Oh, Bendigo.
Yeah.
So you're still Victorian. You're just
Just a little bit out there, a little bit. Just moving to the big city alone.
Oh, brave move. Gosh.
Yeah, it was intimidating at first, but to be honest, I really love the city. It's so fun and exciting. I feel like I was able to come out of my shell more. Find my style.
Yes. So you found this style whilst in Melbourne? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like back in kind of country towns, you stand out a lot if you dress like this and you get a lot of looks, but at least here in Melbourne you're not the only one who looks a little bit interesting. Everyone has a bit of their own style here, which I absolutely love.
You still do stand out.
Yes. I feel a lot more comfortable in it though now, Yeah.
So what's in Bendigo? Just white and Chinese, right?
Yeah, a lot of Chinese. Funny enough, I'm actually half Chinese.
Oh, you are?
I always get that response. Yeah, I'm very white passing, but my mother is Chinese. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yep. So your mother's full-on Chinese?
Yeah, full Chinese. Like she is first generation here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so her English is still very broken and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I don't know how to call my style. It changes on my personality. Today I kind of look more like a doll, I like to call it.
Oh yes.
I think the best way to describe my style is like probably alternative, but just like a little bit softer. So emo.
Yeah.
Gothic, but just a little bit softer. It's not so, a little bit more cutesy.
Cute gothic.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Japanese influence or anything?
Yeah,
like that?
definitely. I also take a lot of influence from Chinese fashion as well.
Okay.
The street photography and fashion in China is insane.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of inspiration from Xiaohongshu, which is like a Chinese version of Instagram.
Oh yes.
Kind of.
Oh yes. Oh, so you on that?
Yeah. That's where I get a lot of like my inspiration, and like Douyin makeup is very popular. I love a lot of traditional style clothing, like qipao and stuff like that. Like I own traditional clothes and stuff.
Oh, that's amazing. I can imagine you with your piercings and tattoos and the traditional.
My mother hates my piercings and tattoos. Absolutely. Yeah, no, she's like, oh, you look like a criminal.
Chinese people are like that.
I think it's just Asian culture. I think nowadays in China though, the stigmatism has changed a lot. A lot of younger people are looking like this as well, more freely. Growing up with like a very Chinese parent, she was very strict on like appearances.
Oh, yes.
So I actually have really bad body dysmorphia.
Okay.
So like I can't perceive myself properly when I look at myself sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So when like I look at my body, if I look in the mirror for too long, I start like I can't really see what's actually there, if that makes sense. So like if I don't try on clothes, I will always buy the wrong size, like way too big for me. Because I feel like I look bigger than what I am. Like I know I'm a smaller person, but because of how my mum when I was younger used to call me fat, or I used to eat a lot and stuff like that, and make fun of me in front of her friends and stuff like that. Because in Asian culture, it's very common to be like, to go up to someone like, oh, you gained weight, you lost weight. Like it's very common. But
it's affectionate. I cannot believe it, but that's them showing affection.
Yeah, but I think because I grew up in a Western world instead of an Asian one, it really affected me.
Yes.
Like my mum would say like, oh, you're like looking fat today or whatever. And I think just growing up with that from a young age, I've always perceived myself as fatter.
Okay.
Obviously now, like I know I'm not, but sometimes it still appears like that. So like when you took photos of me, I felt like it was the first time I actually kind of looked at myself. Yeah, in a like really long time. Like I met up with my friends afterwards when we were going to that gig. I was like, shit, I look like that to you people. Why have I been complaining? Because I can be insecure. I think everyone is insecure. I've learned to love myself a lot more as I've gotten older for my individual quirks. But I think like seeing that, I was like, oh, why am I being complaining? Like, why am I being insecure? Like, I said to them, I was like, I look like that to you in like person, and they're like, yeah. I was like,
you look stunning.
Thank you. It was honestly a highlight of my day that night. Forget the gig, the photos and everything. It was such a confidence boost to have someone to come up to you and be like, I love your style. Can I take a photo of you? I like bragged to all my friends afterwards.
Wonderful.
And even when like that video came out, I was like at work and I showed my manager, I was like, look, it's me.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I think like for me, like thank you. I feel like it was the first time I've seen myself in a really long time. And I felt, wow, I actually look really, really pretty. I think it's important for people to find their groups and also be happy in their own individual style. Whether that's more dressed up like this or if they're just more casual, I think you should be comfortable and happy with that. You only have one life. You know, you only want young ones. You may as well do everything now.